Don't let nobody trick you out of your move. Don't let nobody talk you out of your wisdom. Don't let nobody talk you out of your wisdom. What does that mean? You know what it means. You know what it feels like to have a feeling, a calling within yourself to go do something that you want to do, that you know needs to be done for you. Only you knows what that feels like inside, right? So when we get these callings, right, these motivating forces, these drives, these pushes, when we get these, it's on us to answer. Of course we can choose not to answer, but it's on us to answer. Now where you have to be careful and intentional is when it comes to sharing these callings with people. I mean, it makes sense. Not everybody's gonna be able to see your vision. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be able to see your vision. Not everybody can hear your calling. And that's not their fault. I mean, they got their own callings they try to hear. So what business do they have in your callings or in your business? You know what I'm saying? Like, what business? And I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. I'm still early in my stages of like really opening my eyes to what's going on around me, but in that I've learned so much, like in the past month. Like, you can share your callings with other people, but you have to know how to put a wall up after you do that. Like, throw that joint over, hide for cover. Because it's gonna sound crazy to them. It's not gonna make sense to them. Of course it's not gonna make sense to them. They didn't get the call like you got the call. They don't know what you know, unfortunately. And this might be somebody that know you your whole life. They still don't see the world how you see it, because everybody got their own perspective. You get what I'm saying? We all be making up our own shit based off of what we see. So don't expect them to hear what you hear, see what you see, think the way you think. Okay? These are your callings. These are your callings. So when you share them, people are going to want to put their limits on them, because that's how they think. They limit themselves. So of course they're going to put their limits on something that you bring to them. Of course they're going to put their limits on you. You don't even got to bring nothing to them. People going to see you how they see themselves. So that's why you got to be careful what you're giving to people, the access you give them. But people's will can be stronger than yours. At the end of the day, it's a battle of will on some One Piece shit. It's whose will is stronger. If somebody's will of fear is stronger than your will of belief, then the fear gonna take over. Their anxious fears and thoughts, that shit, they could really put some shit on you if their will is strong enough. So that's why you always gotta do the work. Make sure your will is stronger. Make sure you're listening to yourself. Know that it's you talking to you, whether it's your ancestors talking to you, whether it's God talking to you, whether it's you talking to you, that's you talking to you. Okay? So when you sharing your grand ideas and your bold plots, maybe don't. Maybe don't share them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe keep that on the chest. That's an option as well. Keep things on the chest. Because the moment you put it out to somebody, they're going to start just thinking like, oh, you got to present your ideas to the right people. Not everybody has great intentions, you know what I'm saying, for you or what you're trying to do with your life. So, if you take anything from that, when you're sharing your ideas, make sure you're sharing it with a motherfucker that ain't got a whole bunch of fears. Okay, make sure you share it with a fellow believer, a fellow dreamer. Somebody who's going to see that and be like, oh yeah, that's nuts. And you could even, you want somebody who's going to turn your ideas up, not show you why they wouldn't work. Why would I want you around my life if you don't even believe? You know what I'm saying? We cutting out all the non-believers. I don't want you around me if you a non-believer. Honest. Anyway. 3, 6, 5. It's your boy. Life Path.